This has created quite the heated debate online on the old twatters. At the time of doing this tweet's had over 4 million views. It's about a guy who parked at Tesco. He put, "Hi Tesco, I've received a parking ticket after using your Cromwell Road Superstore a week last Saturday. I had a quick look at that and I think it's somewhere in London. We took 86-year-old mother-in-law to store, spent more than 115 quid on shopping, and then took her to the cafe for something to eat after she got tired. For this, we've been fined £60. Don't know the full story related to this. Maybe he might have overstayed the time period, and these parking companies, well, they're aggressive, aren't they? Before you know it, you got a fine in the frigging post, don't you? I don't know whether he overstayed or didn't, but his whole point was he spent so much money in Tesco and yet still received a fine, and under the circumstances, elderly lady and stuff like that as well. Is it justified? Have you had similar experiences with parking and these freaking parking companies? I parked at a hotel and I had this massive problem after it, and it would basically had this, you have to put in your registration as you park. I know a lot of pubs have this now as well, right? They have their car parks managed privately by these pretty aggressive companies. I went to this hotel and it wasn't evident, walking in there, put your car reg in. Before I knew it, I had a freaking ticket come in the post. This company sent me this ticket. I was like, what the frick is that for? And because I hadn't put the car reg in at reception, I got this fine. I think at the time it was like 60 quid, but if I paid it, it'd be £30, something like that. I contacted the hotel and they were like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. I was like, what are you talking about? Nothing you can do about it. So I actually physically go back to the hotel and go to the reception and say to them, hey, there's nothing here obvious that says put your reg in, otherwise you're going to get frigging fined. And in the end, because of that, I managed to get the hotel to sort it out. But it was literally weeks of just a bunch of crap to deal with, right? So have you had similar experiences? Have you had a parking fine? Have you had any issues with these type of companies? Is it justified? If he did overstay his time, is it justified to get the fine? And they're the rules and all the rest of it. But these companies do tend to be pretty aggressive, these parking companies, don't they? And in places like London, well, they don't even want you in a frigging car, do they? So they're definitely making it more difficult, aren't they? But what's been your experience, Tata?